welcome back to Central Florida Prepper. This is our second video. Before we get started, I just want to announce that this is going to be the sexiest prepping video out there. You know, the sexy preps. No, it's not. Okay, but first, make sure everybody buys silver. That's the only way we're going to make survive the apocalypse ever. No. Okay, we got a little bit of silver, and that's only because we got a year's supply of food before we ever started buying silver. Okay, we want to make sure we have food because food is what's going to be your currency. All right, food is what's going to keep you alive. Silver ain't going to matter at all the first couple months this stuff goes off, if it's for a long period of time. If it's not for a long period of time, then it wouldn't be shit hit the fan. But in a scenario that it is SHTF, silver is going to be worth something when people start rebuilding. That could take a year, 10 years, 100 years. I'll tell you this much, if I'm sitting somewhere, got preps of food, and there's no way of acquiring food anytime soon, and somebody comes walking up with some silver, hey man, I'll buy a can of beans off you with this, I'm not going to take it. No, I don't have anything, bud. Sorry. Silver's not going to mean jack to me when I'm making sure my family's fed when all this stuff goes down. I know a lot of people want to argue with that. Hey, that's fine. This is for the new prepper. Okay? Get a year's supply of food. That being said, wife and I went through some of our preps and started pulling some of our canned goods and stuff, and so I can show you the reason why. When I first started, I didn't know what to go buy at all. I needed stuff, but I didn't know what to go buy. I did go get this, go get that. I'm a firm believer on just buying your normal foods that you normally buy, okay? Rotating the stock. So, with that being said, I'm going to go through some cans. Hope it sparks something in your head and you go, oh, wait a second, yeah, of course, I know what he's talking about now. You just buy an extra can. There we go. Pork and beans. Sliced potatoes. We buy the slice because we get more out of this than the whole potatoes. So we usually just use them for like hash browns. And it's easier to slice up the slices that are already in there to make our hash browns than try to deal with the whole potato. And a lot of these cans, if you live here in Central Florida, you'll recognize the Save-A-Lot. Okay, they got some good prices. I'm not even kidding. Buy a can, 49 cents. Mixed vegetables. We do like buying these because instead of opening up 4 cans for a mixture for our meals, one. Green beans. Corn. We get the whole kernel. You get the cream corn, whatever you like. Sweet peas. I don't like these. I'm sure they taste fine. I don't like the texture at all. I just don't like peas. Carrots. Sliced carrots. Kidney beans. We actually got this larger can at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, whatever the name of it is. We do buy the cans, the pintos, the kidney, and we also buy the dries. The reason why we buy the dry beans, lasts a lot longer than these cans will, as far as year-wise, especially when properly stored. But we buy the cans because they're easy to heat up. It takes an hour, sometimes a little bit more, to cook your beans to get them soft. Actually, sometimes it takes overnight. All right, to get them pliable, so you can eat them. So we get those too, because if I cannot afford to have a campfire when all my fuel is gone, all my propane, all my sterno, all our fuel supply is out, and which will happen. Okay, having preps for fuel and stuff is very nice to have. It gives you an extra extension of comfort. But when it goes out, you're making a campfire. And I don't want to be sitting there having to watch that for hours and trying to stay where people's not noticing what I'm doing. So we buy the other canned ones too. When everything first started going off crazy, we're going to be cooking our dried beans and rice and stuff outside. And you know, we got nice cast iron camping equipment, which we'll discuss that later, because you really need the cast iron. Because try putting your $80 frying pan on the fire, see what happens to it. It's gonna warp. Anyway, so yeah, we do that. But spaghetti sauce. I didn't bring our majority of our pasta. I think I brought some ramens out here. It's just, hey, for the price, you can't go wrong. You got a meal. But like our spaghetti and our other noodles and stuff like that, they are packed and secure in food grade buckets and everything, and I don't have to rip those open and expose them for no reason. So say, well, it's got some off-brand stuff, you know, like Beefy Mac. Before we went and bought a whole bunch of these, we bought one, we tried it out. Turns out it was good. We decided to add it to our stock and our normal rotation. You want to buy things that you usually eat and put in your prep for rotation. Because let's say that you bought 20 of these and then you needed to use it and you went to eat it, and you're going to be very disappointed. Now when you're hungry, you're going to eat just about anything, but why not make it a little bit enjoyable for yourself? Chef Boyardee. What else we got? Most of these things we got on sale. So, you know, being a prepper, you shop around. Okay, I mean, we look at coupons. Wife, she got I think it was 4-pack of tuna for like $1 or something. You know, just, you know, tuna's not the cheapest in the world, but you know, you get deals on things all the time. Now there's tuna there, so one of the meat preps we do. Never mind. If I ain't a sausage, I love these. Is why we get these. I don't think my wife cares too much for them, but I enjoy them, so we get them. This is the knockoff Spam. I think I paid $1.29 for these. They taste just like Spam. They don't have the flavoring of Spam. When you buy the knockoff Spams, though, you need to pay attention and watch your stock. Spam has good seals on their cans. Okay, now they still have like a 5-year shelf life like Spam does, but you got to watch your cans. They'll start bubbling the ends, the sides. It means you got a leak and it's going bad, producing gases, so you don't want to eat it. So you got to keep a close watch on these when you got them stocked. When you go with the cheaper one, the actual Spam themselves, you're fine. But we haven't had any problems with it. But I do know that is a problem with the knockoff versions. Well, not I guess the knockoff version. Anyway, chili. Love chili. I don't know anybody that doesn't. You know, we get the chunky beef chili. Now this one here's got with beans. But I know we got some that's just straight chili. They got turkey chili. They got all kind of different shit. So you don't have to buy exactly what we got either. These are just showing you normal stuff that we usually buy during the week. We just buy an extra can. Hopefully, seeing these cans, you go, oh wait, yeah, I can get that for such and such. I need to do that. Make sure you get fruit. Okay, we got mandarins, peaches. You need fruit. All right, no one really likes buying the fruit. They don't want to go buy the MREs, all that stuff. But buy some fruit. Your body's going to thank you much later. Now, these fruits, they come in different size cans. We buy just a regular size can. All these things can come in different size cans. But when you only got 2 people you're prepping for, you don't need the big jumbo can that you got to cut open. Because when you do, you're going to have to use it. You have no way of refrigerating or storing it. Okay, unless you have a nice setup and you can run your refrigerator all the time, you know, your generators and massive solar panels set up, okay, you're good. But if you don't, and you are the new prepper just trying to get started, stick with the small stuff. Regular meal size stuff you usually get. Peanut butter, jelly. Oh, why peanut butter and jelly? You ain't got no bread. We purchase things to make bread. Sugar. As you notice, this is not in Mylar. This is just wrapped up in saran wrap. There's nothing wrong with doing Mylar. And there's nothing wrong with doing this. As long as once you wrap this and you store it where it's not going to get moisture or attacked by rodents and stuff like that, you're good. Flour. Same process. Yeast. Now this is for our bread making. Now they have the little packets. Turns out we got a good deal on these. There's 4 ounces. So that's basically 16, it says equals 16 envelopes. 16 loaves right there. And I think we paid 4 something. My wife picked it up for me when she was at the store. She's like, hey babe, I got that. And I'm like, oh, okay, perfect. Because I was thinking about getting the packs. And I think we actually wound up saving a lot more doing these. Oh, sorry. Milk. These we get at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, everything $1. These things last a year. All right, the expiration date, they last a year on these. They taste just like whole milk. All right, we use these all the time in our house. We don't just buy these though. We buy our normal milk too. But when we run out and we don't feel like running the store, we grab this out of rotation. Constantly rotating stuff. Having a glass of milk is wonderful, especially when you got pancake mix, stuff like that for breakfast. Everyone loves milk washing things down. One of our most expensive normal day prep stuff that we buy, is our instant coffee. Probably the most expensive thing that we ever buy at the grocery store for preps on a normal thing. I mean, we do buy some other things later on, but I like coffee. I like caffeine. I like my nicotine. Yes, we do stock up tobacco. We do stock up dip. Wife makes me stock up dip. She said without it, she don't want to have to deal with me. So, probably a good thing. Vegetable oil. I think I paid $2 for these. Oil is going to come really handy when you're trying to cook, especially over an open fire. One thing I do want to bring up is water. You can go to the store and buy gallons of water for $1, dollar store, stuff like that. And it was like, well, other preppers, you don't need to buy just gallon jugs at the dollar store, because the plastic in it is, bad for you. I don't remember the chemicals that's in the plastic. Yada, yada, yada. Could be true. Alright. 2-liter bottles. Okay. These are not stored in solid. They're stored in a dark, nice, cool area. I refill these with regular tap water. Oh no, you can't do that. You're going to get sick. No. The chemicals that they put in our tap water, as long as these things are stored in a nice, cool area, you're not going to grow any bacteria, no algae, nothing like that. The chemicals they put in our water works and treats the pipeline coming from the water treatment plants. Okay, for our drinking water, everything like that. There's chemicals in there to kill off plant life, algae. So we stock these. Alright. Now you need 2 of these for a person a day to get close to the 1 gallon, what they recommend. You don't need a 1 gallon to live off of. Your body doesn't need that, but it's pretty close. Alright, it's so that it's rounded up to 1 gallon. These things here, I've never had a problem with. I've done this for years and pulled them out and drank right off of them. No problem at all, as long as they were stored correctly. Now, for my own peace of mind, do I flush these and redo them every couple of months? I do. And this is why we have 2 months supply of water. We don't go by a year supply of water, 6 months supply of water. We have water sources around us. We have filtration systems. Like I showed you before, the Sawyer Mini works great. Okay, I can't get over how wonderful that water filter for $20. You can't beat it. Maybe you can. If you can, let me know so I can go buy it. But as far as I know, that's a really good water filter. So yeah, every couple months I'll flush every single one of these out and refill them. Never had any problem with them. And this is coming from the guy that's had dysentery before. Now you could put your bleach and stuff like that in your tap water that you fill it up with, but you don't have to, because the treatment facility has already done that to your water. This is why people started buying filtration systems for their tap water to get the fluoride out, the chlorine, all that stuff that's been forced down American citizens' throats for years. So the water's treated for storage. You're good as long as it's kept in it dark. You want to keep sunlight out of this, or it will promote algae growth. You want to fill it all the way up to the top too. You don't want oxygen floating around the same time. Just fill it up. So I want to get that myth knocked out of the way. Alright, now, I know I discussed the freeze-dried food, it's expensive, yada yada yada. Once we got our year supply of our normal rotation food that we usually buy in canned goods, dried goods, pasta, etc., we started investing later in these. I always mispronounce this. I always want to say it's Augustin, but whatever. I'm not a very educated man. Actually, I did go to college, but anyway. Eggs. Powdered eggs. I know for a fact I've used these in the past. I usually take them camping with me. It lasts up to 10 years. Once you open this top, you got a year to use it. Okay, well, there's 92 servings. One serving is one egg. If you're like me, I like to have 3 or 4 eggs, one to eat breakfast. So it's going to be gone within a year. This was one of the more expensive ones. I think I paid $40 for that. Again, after my year's stock, normal rotation stock, was purchased, then we invested in that. Because when the crap comes flying, I would love to have a cup of coffee and a nice breakfast to start my day, and dealing with all the crazy yahoos that are running around doing stupid stuff. We've also got a muffin mix, a 36 count. Reason why we got it, I think I got these on sale for like $8 for this. So it had a 10-year shelf life. I'm like, I'll buy it, throw it back. I'm not going to really worry too much about it. Pancakes. These were more. I think these were 23. Now these here are all 10-year shelf life. Excuse me. I have problems with my shoulder right now. And those, it tastes really good. I've tried all these. I've tried a lot of their products. I haven't had any ones that I did not like, except for the fake meat one they got. It's the artificial bacon one they got. It tastes like bacon bits. Not the real bacon bits, the ones, the little red ones that are like just a rock. That's what they tasted like, and when you added water to them, they tasted like, and it tastes good. Let's put it that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop with this here. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of basic preps. Okay, as far as the 10-year shelf life ones, those are just stuff that we bought on the fly there. That's not our normal stock. I do like those products. I don't get paid nothing for saying that. I'm just telling you, I like that product. They last for 10 years. They taste good. We bought that because I like having breakfast. When everything goes to crap, having morale boosters are going to be great. I didn't show up. We even have hard candy, stuff like that. When you don't have things in today's society, when you're not conditioned and you're used to always having a chocolate bar or something, you're gonna have some withdrawal stuff, just like dip, cigarettes, alcohol. I would say that we do very well on preparing for alcohol and stuff like that, but we wind up drinking that before. You know, we put in preps, and I don't feel like running to the store. Hell, we'll just go ahead and pull it out of the preps. Oh, well, you know what? It happens. I mean, sure, I wouldn't mind a shot of whiskey when everything went to hell, but I don't want to be drunk all the time either. Okay? It goes back to later on when you are well off, you've got your year prep. And I'm going to say just get a year prep. Get you some firearms. If you not a firearm person, okay, there's crossbows, longbows. You know, there's you need a way of hunting and protecting your stocks. Okay, let's say a year goes by and nothing's fixed yet. Everything's still out of hell. How are you gonna get food now? Fishing equipment, hunting equipment. I don't know how to fish. I don't know how to hunt. Good time to learn how to right now, don't you think? Lakes, ocean. Well, where I'm at, there's no ocean. I mean, you gotta travel to get to the ocean. There's plenty of lakes and stuff around. Learn to fish. Learn to trap. Learn some bushcraft skills. I mean, if you got to bug out and all your plans have failed on where I'm gonna go and all this other stuff, all that's shot. You know, everything got foobarred. You're screwed. You're gonna need those skills. All right, let's say you got everything packed in your car. You're taking off, and someone takes out your car. Don't you think there's gonna be people trying to take your stuff? Okay. I'm not saying go around and start shooting a bunch of people in that time, but protect your stuff and always have a plan. Okay, so we'll discuss those type of things in another video. This here was just about your preps to get started on. All right. So hopefully you're able to find this informative for the new prepper. I know the experienced preppers are probably looking at me going, "What? Come on, man!" But they started just like that too. Okay. Everything's good. So, talk to y'all later.